everyone. Welcome to Big Time Wrestling right here on My Network TV. I'm Steve Sparta.
And I'm AJ Matrano, here for you people.
We don't know which ones you're actually here for. But on tonight's broadcast, you will see the detonator, Big Rick Fuller, go up against another competitor whose services have been bought and paid for.
Listen, we don't know much about this guy, but from what I've been hearing, Miss Betty, right? He's the biggest guy you've ever seen. He's going to tear him apart tonight. Shut up. Set your DVRs and tape it tonight. It's going to be good.
Detonator Rick Fuller takes on the Enforcer, Max Bauer, with Johnny Fabulous in tonight's main event.
How'd you figure? How'd you know his name? I didn't know that. Betty, how can you tell me his name?
I get a format sheet. But right now, let's go down to the Delfonso brothers, the #1 contenders to the Big Time Wrestling Tag Team titles, in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Time Wrestling Television. I'm your announcer, Major Devereaux, joined alongside by Italy's greatest athlete, AJ Matrano.
Very nice introduction. In the ring right now, we got the #1 contenders for the BTW Tag Team Championships, Tony DeFons, Eddie Bam Bam, the Delfonso boys.
The Delfonso brothers, AJ Matrano, get it straight. They beat you before 1, 2, 3, 4, 6,000 times. But tonight, they are facing off against a new tag team here in Big Time Wrestling, Christian Frost and Chris Camaro.
Yeah, you think these two are going to really put up a fight against these big bad Delfonso boys?
You know what? I would be interested to see what these two young men could do here against the Delfonso brothers. I've never seen them before, so I'm not going to judge them quite yet. But I can say they've got a heavy ticket here.
These two idiots can't decide who's getting in the ring first. Look at the Delfonsos. They're brothers. They think alike. These two schmucks. This is going to be a clash, to say the least.
A clash. But if you want to speak of a clash, you have to look at the Delfonso brothers themselves. They're so completely different, yet together they work together so well.
They do, and these people love them. I don't know why they love these guys, but everywhere we go, the girls and even some of the guys, they love these Delfonso boys.
Because you know what? You'll never have a better time than partying with the Delfonsos. But right now we have Christian Frost here. Look at he's locking up with Tony the Fonz Delfonso. Both of these men have excellent physiques. They appear to be in good cardiovascular conditioning. As the referee now, a clean break by Tony the Fonz Delfonso.
Oh, what a nice guy. He's clean cut. He's got a nice body. Does clean breaks. You're a loser.
Did you see me pull his hair?
You know, he's claiming that he pulled his hair.
You know what? He probably did. That Fonz is a little sneaky every now and then.
Tony Delfonso did not pull the hair that we could see from this angle. He was not pulling the hair of Christian Frost.
I wouldn't put it past them. They didn't become #1 contenders out of nowhere.
You know what? Yeah, out of nowhere, through hard work, through months of having great victories here in Big Time Wrestling. Tony Delfonso takes him down, goes for the leg, floats over, puts him in the front face lock. Rolls through though.
Whoa! How's it feel, Tony, to have your arm wrenched? Tough guy.
Christian Frost wrenches the arm here of Tony Delfonso and backs him into the corner.
There you go, Frosty. Back him up.
A little bit of good teamwork here from this new tag team here.
Here comes Buick.
Camaro, Chris Camaro. Oh, he doesn't want to match power.
Oh, here goes Bam Bam.
He doesn't want to match power with either of the Delfonso brothers.
What's this goon doing? Oh, he's not going to swivel those hips again.
Bam Bam's got
Oh, my God.
Whoa. Oh, drops the elbow right on the arm of Chris Camaro. You know, we've got some great events here coming up soon in Big Time Wrestling.
Shh. Oh!
Ooh.
Wow!
Welcome to Big Time Wrestling, Chris Camaro. And speaking of Big Time Wrestling, there's nothing quite like seeing it live. February 6th, we return to Webster Town Hall.
That's right. All the stars of BTW are going to be there. These Delfonso boys. Everybody. Even me.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely sell some tickets, AJ. Right back into the arm goes Tony Delfonso.
Whoa.
These two men showing exactly why they are the tag team champions. Back into the arm, Chris Camaro.
I will give it
Not the tag team champions, I'm sorry. They're the #1 contenders for the tag team championship.
You schmuck, get
I'm
it right.
sorry, mix it up. But you know who is excited though?
Yeah, kept up by Delfonso. This kid's got some athleticism to you. I'll tell you, from first-hand experience, I've been in the ring with these two many, many times, and I can't take it away. They can get the job done when they have to. They never beat me, but still, they can get the job done when they have to. You know what I mean?
Well, 1 second, AJ. Let me clarify something. The tag team champions right now are Total Eclipse, and Total Eclipse is excited to face off against these Delfonso brothers.
How do you know?
They've seen what they can do. I've talked to them. I know they won't talk to you, you goof, but they'll sit down and they'll tell me.
They're always locking the door. And they're always calling me, yeah, forget it. But more importantly, Tony DeFons has got, who's this? Is this Frosty? He's got Frosty grounded.
He's got Christian Frost grounded here. The Delfonso brothers are well-oiled.
Oh, they just made a wish. I bet they're wishing for the tag titles, right? Get it?
Yeah, That's great. But who wouldn't wish to have the tag team titles? Who wouldn't wish for an opportunity here in the competitive? Some of the best tag teams in New England here are in big time wrestling. The Delfonso brothers right at the top of that list.
Oh, hit those Bam punches!
Bam. Those beautiful punches, Bam Bam Delfonso!
Oh my
Takes
God,
him down.
Tagged him. He nailed him with those punches. And those are not fun to take, I'm telling you.
An introduction to big time wrestling for Christian Frost from the punches of Bam Bam Delfonso. And in comes Tony the Fonz.
Oh, here comes the Delfonso double team. These two
Up the ropes.
hit you with some devastating moves.
Oh!
Just like that one.
Double spine buster. Tony Delfonso's going to go for the pin. 1, 2. No.
Nice job, Buick. Stay in there.
Camaro does not want to lose in his first match here in big time wrestling. But it is no shame. There must be no shame in losing to the Delfonso brothers. You know that all you know that all too well, though, right, Toronto?
Again, hey, it's not about me. It's about Frosty and Buick trying to take out the Delfonso boys right now.
Now you see, at the ring right now we have Chris Camaro. He's doing everything he can.
He's trying to ground the much bigger Tony Delfonso. If he can cut off the wind, cut off the air, they'll probably get a victory. But Tony's got that upper body strength. God, there's not much you can do about that. When you're in the ring with him, he's just too powerful.
There's not much you can do to stop the power and the agility of Tony Delfonso.
Well, you can do that. That's not a bad idea.
Takes the buckle out. Oh!
He just drove his neck into his knee. That could easily get the job done right there. He should have went for a cover. Why did he not go for a cover?
Maybe he's been worn down a little too much. He has to tag in his partner. Goes for that front face lock. Brings in Christian Frost.
If they want to beat these guys, they got to hit Tony with something big and go for a cover.
But wait a second here. The referee now is being distracted. He should be paying attention to these two men right here.
Well, Bam Bam gets excited and he doesn't do the smartest things. Oh no! Now Tony's paying for it.
He's not helping his man. He's not helping his partner.
Now he goes
he's got
for a
the pin
cover.
on him, and the official's
He goes
distracted.
for a cover when the back's turned.
What's going to happen to the Delfonsos? And we're back as Christian Frost is getting the better of Tony Delfonso in their debut match.
That is right. Frosty is trying to capitalize on a weakened Delfonso.
But not weakened too much. But they're doing everything they can to keep him on the mat.
Oh, big neck snap. Go for the cover. Go for the cover, idiot.
He
What are you
should be going
doing?
for the cover, but
Cover.
he's taking the
There we
time
go.
to refresh.
He got him. No. Wow, he powered him out. He threw him off him.
Not enough. Not enough to keep him down. You know, apparently I've been handed a mail here. I don't know, it's not from your assistant Betty, however, but I was handed a message. Apparently, Johnny Fabulous has said that he wanted me to tell everybody out there in TV land, as he says, that he has a big surprise for us in his main event tonight. A very big surprise.
I've heard
he
that
underlined
too.
it twice.
I've heard that too. You gotta listen carefully when Fabulous talks. When he talks, big and bad things happen. And I guarantee tonight, the biggest and the baddest thing is gonna happen.
What have you been hearing? Have you been hearing any rumors? Oh, Bam Bam's back into the ring.
See what I
again.
mean? Bam Bam gets excited. He gets very excited. And sometimes it'll cost him.
He's not helping Tony the Fonzo here.
Again,
No,
they
he's
cover
got
him when they cover when the referee's back's turned. Come on, guys.
1, 2. No, but he kicks out.
He's frustrated.
And Camaro is visibly frustrated here with the official.
Well, maybe if he covered him after he hit him with a big move, maybe he wouldn't be so frustrated. They get the win.
You know what? I'm not going to disagree with you on AJ Matrano, but I will say that these two newcomers, they're not taking all the opportunities that they should have against the Delfonso brothers, who've been teaming for their entire lives.
Look at that height of that sunset flip.
It was through the
Big clothesline.
those eyes about 1, 2.
But Tony still with these strong kickouts.
Not enough to keep the Fonz down.
God, what does it take? I mean, I do know what it takes. It's just I'm not in there right now. Oh, they're going for a double team. They're going to break him in half.
Oh, sorry, double suplex. Towards the ropes.
Wow!
Did you see the power of Tony the Fonz? He took both men over with that double suplex.
I told you he had fantastic upper body strength, but I didn't think he could do that. Suplexing two men at once? But he's going for Bam Bam. If he can tag in the big Bam Bam, change the whole complexion of this thing.
It'll change this entire match. It'll be a very, very, very swift victory for the #1 contenders if he's able to get Bam Bam in at this moment. But Chris Camaro grabs him.
Oh,
it's
no.
a Guri kick to the back of the head of Chris Camaro.
Just to set the record straight, I still don't like these guys.
I know you don't.
Oh, here comes
should
Bam!
go. Boom, Bam! Bam, down he goes.
Oh, he's waiting
Bam,
for him. He's
Chris
waiting
Camaro.
for him.
Bam, down goes Christian Frost. And another one.
You see their heads rock back after every shot? Bam Bam just having their way with them. Like a man playing with children.
What?
Wow,
Oh,
my
6 out
God!
with that spine buster, and that's it.
That's
1,
it.
2. No!
Wow, I cannot believe he kicked out of that.
I didn't see that one coming, Matrano. But in comes Fonz. Fonz, we probably need a little bit more time to rest up, but not thinking the better of it. They whip off Christian Frost.
The Fonz is legal. Oh, they got him. Oh, no, he's going for liftoff.
Up he goes. Oh, drops him right to the mat.
Spine
Fonz trying to go for that pin right now, but the damage Fonz has taken, too.
That would have been it. That would have been it. If Buick didn't make the save, it would have been all over.
Bam Bam still pretty upset here in the ring. That is, breaks the back of Bam Bam.
Good move, nice scientific move, right the back.
Taking it back to the old school is Chris Camaro as he bangs the head of Bam Bam off the top rope.
They have to double team Bam. Not one guy can take him up. They got to double team him.
Off the ropes he goes. Bam takes the buckle. Camaro's winding up for something here. Oh!
What a double attack.
Charge and a boot to the face. Wow, he goes trying to get the big man up. That's a bad idea.
Frosty's down. Frosty's down.
Wait, what's going on here? Super kick. Oh, bridging German. No, he doesn't hold on. Fonz goes to the pin. 1, 2, and 3.
Wow.
The Delfonsos with an impressive victory here in Chicopee.
Absolutely. These Tony and Eddie, they're really coming together as a team. As much as I hate to see it, these number one contenders may be well on their way to becoming tag team champions.
Total Eclipse is directly in the view of the Delfonso brothers. We'll be seeing it sooner than later, folks.
There you have it, Matrano. The Delfonso brothers once again victorious here in tag team action.
I'll give you that. The Delfonsos are picking up steam, but I got a feeling the train's going to smash soon.
Well, after talking to Total Eclipse, I know that Trey the Smooth Operating Gangster and Slick Wagner Brown are more than happy to give the title shot to Delfonsos now that the French Connection are out of the way.
That's right. And Miss Betty, this is correct this time. We've had some talks with the Total Eclipse there, and, well, you'll see.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about?
But right now, it's the main event of the evening. Johnny Fabulous leads the charge of Big Max Bauer against the detonator, Rick Fuller.
That's it, Fuller. The detonation, don't interrupt me. The detonation of your career is tonight.
Let's get down to action in Chicopee.
And we're back. We've got a surprise here at the hands of Johnny Fabulous. Apparently, he's got a new hired gun.
Oh, and that hired gun just attacked Rick Fuller from behind. The big man. He's Max Bauer. You hear that? Max Bauer.
These men are next to each other. You barely see them together, but look at, they're almost comparable in size.
Oh, not right now with Fuller on his knees. Johnny Fabulous's hired gun, Max Bauer, is going to take out Rick Fuller tonight.
Well, Benny Jook certainly couldn't get the job done. He's got to be at the unemployment line now. Look at Max
forget
Bauer.
about Benny Jooks. You got to worry about tonight in Chicopee. This big man, the man who's more intimidating than Rick Fuller. He's going to take him out. I'm going to say it all night long. He's going to take him out.
These two, the worlds are colliding here as a man the size of Max Bauer faces off against Rick Fuller. Never have you seen Rick Fuller like this before.
Look at this. Pound him.
Have we ever seen Rick Fuller crawl around on his knees before? This could be devastating. They're doing anything they can to get that title, to get the title of John Walters.
Choke him up right on the post. Fabulous is going to watch his money pay off right now. And we know Fabulous's track record so far. He's just unmasked Lone Star, and tonight he's taking out Rick Fuller.
Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about right now Max Bauer coming in here making a huge impression on Big Time Wrestling as he faces off against Rick Fuller. Like I said, he's been on a tear lately. He's been taking everybody out. Never have we seen Rick Fuller like this. Never have we seen him to fight and claw. The turmoil is going on in the ring right now.
It's going down tonight. Fabulous has to tell Bauer to get on him, though. He can't be taking his time like this.
Oh!
See what I mean?
It doesn't matter how big you are. That's still gotta hurt. Oh, and another chop to the chest by Rick Fuller and Max Bauer.
Fabulous did not pay for those chops. That was not in the invoice.
Oh, forearm to the face by Rick Fuller. You do not come to Big Time Wrestling. You do not come to Rick Fuller's house and try to match power with him. Max Bauer off the ropes. Reversal.
Here we go. He's going to lift him up in his own Fuller effect.
Whoa, he's not thinking of going for a choke slam, is he?
There we go.
Oh, no. He hasn't softened him up yet. Oh!
He thought better of it. He knew if he hit him with that Fuller effect, he'd kick out.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing in the main event here tonight is two 747s colliding in the middle of the ring in Chicopee.
Yeah, but the one... Oh, look out, but the one with the most money is going to prevail.
Whoa! No move out of the arsenal. Rick Fuller there. 1, 2.
You ever seen Rick Fuller throw a kick like that?
Well, Rick Fuller has to try new things. He has to try new moves to try to take on somebody the size of Max Bauer. Usually all he needs is that raw strength and power to devour any opponent that has faced him here in Big Time Wrestling.
He's trying to rhyme over here. There's an important match going on.
Right, I did it unintentionally, but I'll tell you what's not unintentional. Rick Fuller working on the arm of Max Bauer here, doing everything he can to put this big man down. He needs to send a message to Fabulous here that nobody is going to make Rick Fuller look like a fool.
I think Max Bauer might do it tonight.
Off the ropes is Fuller. Stopped. Kick to the face on Max Bauer. Off the ropes goes Fuller. Whoa!
Oh, he powered him down. He just double leg swept him right to the mat.
1, 2, no.
There we
Max
go.
Bauer now, closed fist to the face of Rick Fuller.
With Fabulous cheering him on, he's going to punch a hole right through his head.
You know, we've never seen Rick Fuller like this.
Oh, but tonight you're going to see something we've never seen before. Rick Fuller defeated.
And we're back as all hell has broke loose here in Chicopee, Mass. Rick Fuller now, dropped to the ground by Max Bauer. Max Bauer, a hired gun here, introduced to big-time wrestling by Johnny Fabulous. He's going to do whatever it takes. He's going to do whatever it takes to get a hold of that championship title again. Rick Fuller, though, valiantly doing everything he can to finally get his hands on John Walters after the betrayal of John Walters and Johnny Fabulous, taking him out of the tournament so early. I'm sorry, I'm losing my breath. Could you help me out here?
You're extremely long-winded, Schmuck. Important thing is Max Bauer's taking him out tonight. Fuller thinks he's gonna go all the way. He's gonna go through all of Fabulous's army and get to John Walters and avenge his defeat in that tournament. Ain't gonna happen. He's a big dope and he's gonna lose tonight.
You know, we're getting ahead of ourselves here. On January 2nd, you're gonna see Spike Dudley face off against John Walters for the vacated Big Time Wrestling Championship. We could be seeing Spike Dudley being pursued very soon by Fabulous's army.
And it's Rick Fuller's fault John Walters isn't already the champion by default.
Oh!
He's gonna pay for that, though.
Rick Fuller, though, not going down without a fight to Fabulous's army tonight. Max Bauer,
Neither is Max Bauer. He's going tit for tat with big Rick Fuller, pounding him.
Rick Fuller's not used to being in this type of pain. He's not used to being put on his knees.
Exactly. I was about to ask you that. Do you think Rick Fuller's a little intimidated?
You know, I have no idea what Rick Fuller must be thinking right now. As I said, this is completely taking him out of his strategy. His usual game plan is when he goes into the ring is never facing off a guy that's even close to his size. Not many men in the entire world are the size of Rick Fuller.
Exactly. That's why his reign of dominance is ending tonight. I keep saying this to you. This guy, he met his match. Fabulous's money is paying off. He's going to take him out. Gone. Finito. See you later. Get out of here.
What are you talking about? Rick Fuller now working his way up to his feet.
Listen to these people.
Oh, elbows to the stomach of Max Bauer. And another one. Rick Fuller is just doing everything
I don't know
he
if Rick
can.
has much left in the tank. He doesn't have much left. Bauer's going to capitalize.
Reversal.
Whoa!
Oh, spares him.
I guess he does have a little left.
The jolt of power it took. Wait a second. Johnny Fabulous is up on the ring apron here.
He's just
distracting the
protecting his
referee.
investment. He's protecting his investment. That's all he's doing.
Uh-oh.
Don't you dare touch him, Fuller. Don't do it.
Rick Fuller wants his revenge, but Max Bauer has something to say about that.
Exactly.
He's earning his money tonight.
It's all about the money.
Of course, Rick Fuller ducks the clothesline.
Look out!
Whoa! Whoa, this could be it! And boom! Fuller effect! 1, 2, and 3.
Damn it.
So much for hired guns. The heavy artillery is here tonight.
Fabulous, get out of there! Run, Fabby!
And Fabulous better run for his life as Rick Fuller has got his eyes dead set on John Walters.
Max Bauer's not getting up.
You're watching The Patriot on Big Time Wrestling on MyTV, baby. USA, USA, USA.
Rick Fuller, you fired me! You saved my text bound!
That's pretty good stuff, huh?
You try to say that you're the man? Fuller, you look right in my eyes.
It's all about you, Cena. John Cena, Senior. I'm coming for you.
I'm making you a promise now, Rick Fuller. You are the giant, and I, my friend, am David.
Cena, you keep putting these jumps in front of me. It's only a matter of time before I get my hands on your man, John Walters. And when I do, Walters, it's going to be the end of the hurricane.
And I will do whatever it takes. Destroy giant. And that big man, you take to the back.
There you have it, Matrano. Another one down. Another one of Johnny Fabulous's men sent packing. Rick Fuller detonated Max Bauer right there in the middle of the ring in Chicopee.
I'll give you that. That Max Bauer, I guess, wasn't up to par as much as we thought. But I gotta have a talk with Commissioner Burns here. That Fuller effect has to be banned. Every time he grabs someone by the throat with...
He beats them.
Yes, but he hurts them badly. Bow, I saw him. He was just taken out in a stretcher.
I don't know about that. But next week here on Big Time Wrestling, not only will we have Benny Jooks in singles action, but two old rivals will go at it. One half of the tag team champions, Trey TSOG, takes on Antoine Roy.
Absolutely. Pick a winner on that one. I pick Roy.
Of course you would. I think there's something going on there. We'll see you next week at Big Time Wrestling.